the beauty of the mind, the way to look at the mind in a very beautiful way so that our mind becomes beautiful for us. And I just discovered, or I just realized it today, how our mind is so beautiful. As a meditator, we always talk about being no mind or letting go of thoughts, which is true, but in order for you to reach there, you need the presence of mind. You need to observe mind. You need to get into your system, and it can only get into your system through mind. And today I realized the importance of mind, even to get enlightened. But there is a way to actually teach your mind and actually not get played by the mind. So what I want to say is mind is always neutral. It's neither positive or negative. It doesn't act positive or negative. It will always be neutral. And the actions that you take is how your mind plays. So the action and the mind are together. So I will give you a simple example so that you can understand, and that's how I realized the importance of mind. So this week, so if you have seen my previous videos, I was talking about, staring into the nature and being in the moment, and how I was stoned and I was in this elevated state, which came back to me today. But the past few weeks, I was working a lot, and in the morning I was doing swimming and doing cycling, working out. But today my mind told that you need to sit and watch the nature, at least give it some time. So today I watched the nature for 40 minutes. So I cannot definitely share you my experience of watching nature. Watching nature for me is entirely different. I get into high elevated state when I watch the nature, and it will gradually change me. So my mind was saying, hey, sit there. Swimming won't fetch you anything. This is the one which is going to take you to the enlightenment path. So just stay with this one and spend more time with this one. So I stayed. So past week I was just doing that for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, because of that I was not waking up early, and there was this gradual decrease, not for a long time, just for like few days, maybe like 7 to 8 days, 9 days, there was a gradual decrease. But my mind told me that, hey, you need to sit here, you need to watch nature. But when I watched the nature, I watched with letting go of my thoughts. That means nothing is bothering my mind, or nothing is troubling me. I'm letting go, and I'm also at certain state at no mind. But in order for me to reach that state, my mind is helping me. My mind is telling me to do that. So, and at the same time, yesterday night I was watching TV and I was on my phone till 12, right? So same thing with the mind, right? So while you're watching TV and phone, it's doing the same thing. It's saying to see this, it's saying to see that, it's constantly saying you to watch the phone. So that action is bad for your health. And I'm able to realize that. So mind is your friend and mind is your enemy. It's up to you how you're going to use your mind. There's a beautiful way looking at mind. Mind is always innocent. It's up to your actions that will tell the mind to go in that direction. Which means if you meditate, the mind will come and tell you. If you meditate for a certain number of days, the mind will remind you, hey, it's time for you to do your meditation. If you get up every day at 5 or 6, sometimes just off your alarm and see, the mind will tell you exactly the time you wake up because you've been repeating it, right? So mind is always your friend. And a lot of people, probably I would have said like mind is tricky. Yes, mind is tricky, but it's the actions that you take that mind plays on, and it will trick you. So you're tricking yourself in a way. So there's a beauty in mind. You need to observe your actions. That means your karma, the actions that you take. And always go for the things that feels beautiful. But you need to have a vision to look at the beauty. And be careful what beauty means, right? What beautiful means. Because it can be tricky. And you need to learn to observe your mind to understand what's beautiful, what's not beautiful, what's good for you, what's not good for you, how the things are progressing in your life. I think in this video I want to say is watch your actions. Watch your actions. And mind is always beautiful. It's always neutral. So watch your actions and do things very carefully and see how it's improving you, and don't go for actions that will deplete you or make you come down. It might give you a pleasure for a day or a few minutes, but if it's making you down, that's not good for the long run. What I'm saying is, like, if you meditate, if you work out, or if you go for a run, if you do swimming is also good, if you are in the nature, if you eat food consciously. See, all of these things, if you train yourself, the mind will tell you, hey, you're not eating consciously. That's what my mind does right now. It tells me, every time I don't eat consciously, it tells me, hey, you're not eating consciously. So I try to eat consciously. Hey, you're not following the rules of Dharma. So I do that. And it says you're not meditating. So I do that. So the mind is your friend. I know it's all about letting go of thoughts. It's all about no mind. But in order for you to reach that stage, you need to improve your mind. You need to actually take your mind to that direction so that it becomes no mind, or letting go of thoughts at a certain point. And you become more into the moment and be alive, be awake. So this is what I want to say in this video, the beauty of mind and how we look at it. Thank you, man.